What's up, Truth and Love? Welcome back to another segment of Let's Talk About It. Today we are joined by the Williams. How y'all doing today?
We doing good. We
Pretty
doing
good, pretty
good.
good.
Good to hear it. So we are in part one of the Summer Loving series. Is there a crack in the foundation? What was your original reaction to this message?
Self-examination, definitely. It caused me to really take a good look at myself and find out if I have any cracks within myself, and if so, how do I go about that? What's my next step?
Amen. What about you, sir?
For me, it was just more so, again, just examining myself and my family, just making sure, everybody is okay, making sure everybody loved, just, going back and just, doing my part, you know what I'm saying? Because as a man, we always think like, okay, we got it together. We got the money, we working hard. But, again, it's not just about the financial part of the relationship. It's about making sure the emotions is good, that, the communication is we communicating how we supposed to, and to each other, and it's open. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes. What he said was very important. It sounds like you're talking about taking initiative. Can you tell me what it means to you to be the head of the house?
Just to be able to make sure I cover the family. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm learning in this process, and even just from the word, like it's more about the spiritual side as well. It's more important that I was always told it's more important that we watch for the things that we can't see versus the things that we can see. You know what I'm saying? So it's just making sure I cover the family spiritually, emotionally.
Right, right. That sounds so good. Y'all heard what he said? Come on. So, sir, can you share with us who taught you, who showed you this is what it means to be a man? This is what it means to love a woman.
To be honest, I really haven't. I didn't have that that head in my life to see that, but pretty much the word, like what I'm saying, with me not having that, that's what drew me to the word. You know what I'm saying, because I didn't have an image that I can really look at and say, hey, when I grow up, I want to be like this. I want to have a marriage. I want to look at this marriage. You know what I'm saying. So it was more so of me saying, hey, because I didn't have this, this is what I want. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's really what it was. The word.
That's real good. That's real good. So you cultivated out of what you didn't have to cultivate what you want to
Right,
create your
right.
future. It's
Exactly.
very good,
Yeah.
sir. So Pastor, he spoke about that there's warning signs that building in Miami was going to collapse. Do you think that sometimes there's warning signs that our relationships are in distress and we're not paying attention?
Absolutely. I absolutely feel like a lot of the Bible even tells us that before destruction, there's always a warning. But
Right.
I feel like it's very important and it's crucial for us to constantly be grounded in the spirit, or else it
Yes.
will go over our heads.
Yes.
Because the devil is cunning. He's not just right there in our face in plain black and white. He comes almost as if he's loving, almost as if he's
Right.
kind. And
Right.
so if you're not really on post and really on the wall, you can easily miss God, just like you can miss the devil.
Right. Very good. What about you, sir?
Far as in my marriage, I feel like with my, I can only speak for my marriage, but emotions, like, I got two girls and a wife, so I'm around, a woman and then two young ladies. So I feel like it's more so when I start to feel their emotions, you know what I'm saying? So it's like for me it's like, okay, hey, I need to be more loving. I need to be communicating. I need to talk and see like if it's anything wrong, how y'all feeling. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Can y'all share with the people what would you say are three specific warning signs? Hey, I need to pay a little more attention to my relationship.
So I'm definitely gonna start with disconnect. Like when there is a outright just disconnect where I normally would come home and I'm loving on you, and you kind of can predict how your spouse is, but then it all of a sudden becomes like a disconnect. That's gonna be flag one for me.
Yeah.
Like I said, I feel like another flag would be the emotions.
Yeah.
As human, men and female get emotional, but from a man's standpoint, I feel like she said, like a woman always kind of disconnect, and as a man, you have to see the, look at those emotions. You know what I'm saying? Look at her emotions pertaining to like, what's going on, what has been going on and what hasn't been going on that's causing that disconnect. You
Yeah.
know.
Very good. I don't know if y'all know about Gottman, but Gottman has the 4 horsemen of relationships. So that's like stonewalling, contempt, criticism, and defensiveness. How do you guys tackle those 4 horsemen whenever they arise? Because we know they're going to come up.
Definitely. So I'm big on communicating like in the moment, and a lot of people have this whole theory that you have to let things simmer down and you have to kind of cool off and then come back to it. But I
Yeah.
feel like the enemy, when he attacks, he doesn't have like a okay where they're gonna cool down and then they're gonna come back. He's right there in your face in that moment. So I'm big on just being intentional and getting right to it, because I feel like if we really love God, like we say we love God, we have to grow to a point where we don't always have to have a moment of silence, a cool down moment where we can just kind of punch ourselves in the chest real quick, like boomerang effect, like get it
Yeah.
right. You shouldn't
Yeah,
always
yeah.
have to go to the emergency room for every scratch, you know? So
Right.
I'm big on being intentional about communication, because I feel like the devil is intentional about messing up everything that God has for us.
Very good.
And for me, it's the total opposite. You know, I feel like I need that time, that space for a second to, you know, come back to my senses before, not saying that, you know, I'm a last shot or anything, but I do need that time to, you know, really think about, okay, what I need to say, what I did wrong, you know what I'm saying? You know, what happened, what causes me to even get to this point, you know what I'm saying? So it's more so that I need to, you know, come back, and sometimes and she'll tell you like most of the time I be like, you know, I'm gonna pray on it. She like, you know, you ain't gotta pray about everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some
Yeah.
things are just, you know, straight black and white. But, you know, for me, I would say just pray. You know, just praying about it and then coming back to it.
What you guys said was so important, because I think sometimes people miss or they demonize the differences between men and women. Oh, women are so emotional and men are closed off and they don't talk. But it's scientifically proven we use more words in a day than men do. So we come in, we want to talk about our day. They want to watch that, what's it called? First Take. Stephen A. Smith. I'm so sick of Stephen A. Smith, y'all. If I see him again, I am going to lose my edges. Please don't take my edges. So I think that we have to consider, hey, we're different. He needs a minute to cool off, and I'm emotional, and I want to fix it now. But sometimes we need that space. Would y'all agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Definitely.
Okay. And then another one of Pastor's points was that we need to inspect the way out. So sometimes we can be flighty in our relationships. We're afraid to commit. We're afraid to put down roots. We're afraid to stay, because a lot of times we haven't seen people stay. Right. What causes that flightiness where we're like, oh, you made me mad. You didn't buy me a cheeseburger. It's a divorce. Why do we do that?
I think we do that because we're impulsive. We're impulsive, and we're such humans, you know, like we just naturally go to our flesh. So our flesh is just right there all the time. And so whenever there's something that our flesh doesn't identify well with or agree with, we just naturally just kind of curl up under whatever the flesh wants. But we have to learn how to reverse that and think of being more spiritually minded than carnally minded, so that our first response won't always be so flesh-like, but it will start being conditioned to be more God-like, so that our responses will seem more like God versus our flesh and what we desire and what we want.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. You know what I'm saying? It's them again coexist with emotions. You know what I'm saying? We so quick to, you know, oh, it's over, this and that. You know what I'm saying? Versus like, you know, looking at the bigger picture and giving them patience. Like she said, like, you know, the Bible speaks about, you know, patience. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, you know, once you have those patience, the Bible tell us to have patience, because when you have patience, then you could think. You don't just make a decision that's gonna, you know, cause, you know, a problem in the family. Like for me, I'm the man of the household, right?
Yeah.
But my one decision, it affects three
Good.
more people.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
right,
So
right.
it's like like she said, you know, we gotta be patient. We gotta, you know, be Christ-like. You know, you know, make that second nature to be like, okay, hey, I can't just lash out or make a certain decision all because of, you know, me being impulsive.
Very good. Both of y'all very good, very grounded. So let's kind of spice it up, make it a little fun. To go along with what Pastor said, y'all know about the 5 love languages?
No.
Gary Chapman?
No, teach me, sis.
Nah, I don't.
Teach me.
Okay.
Teach me your ways.
So if you get a chance, y'all go on the internet, look up Gary Chapman's 5 love languages, and you take the test. And it would be a good thing to do together. Take the test and identify what are your love languages, because Pastor was speaking about how sometimes we love in our language.
Right.
So a husband might like gifts. So he'll buy his wife gifts and thinks, I buy you what you want, but she's
Right.
like, I don't want that. I want
Right.
quality time.
Right.
So we have to learn to speak each other's languages. So y'all check that out and come back.
Definitely.
And y'all check it out too and drop it in the comments for us. So before we go, let the people know how long y'all been married.
We have been married for 3 years since January of 2018.
Yes.
Yes, throw your threes up. Throw your threes up. All right, y'all. So thank you for everything that you offer. It was very substantive and very mature. Shout out to y'all. So y'all check in the God bin, check into those 5 love languages, and let's follow along with Pastor in this Summer Loving series. And as always, thanks for rocking with us on another segment of Let's Talk About It. We'll see you next time.